Instagram ads are a phenomenal place to run ads. Probably one of the top 3 platforms you should be running ads for right now. In this video, we're going to cover 3 different placements you should be using and then 3 different objectives you should be using. The problem with Instagram ads is most people are doing it wrong. So in this video, even if you're a beginner, we're going to go over this step by step. In this video, we're going to go over Instagram ads step by step. If you are brand new to Instagram ads or even Facebook advertising, this is the video that you'll want to watch. It's the most up-to-date. And at the end, I'm going to show you how you can use Instagram ads without Facebook ad account access. So that's a cool strategy if you don't even want to mess with Facebook or Facebook ad account. We are going to show you exactly how you can do Instagram ads without Facebook. With that said, I would highly recommend using a Facebook ad account just because you can get highly targeted, you can find more information, more stats, more analytics, and you can get more highly targeted with the ads that you're doing using Facebook Ads Manager. So I highly suggest using Facebook Ads Manager, but I will show you how to do Instagram ads without Facebook Ads Manager. So the first thing I want to cover is the placements on Instagram. So really there are 3 placements that you can run ads on Instagram. The first, which you're probably the most familiar with, is Newsfeed. Right, so Newsfeed is an awesome way for you to get brand awareness, to reach more people, to get traffic to your website or to your Instagram profile. Also a great way to get engagement on your posts or just engagement on your business so that you can retarget and run ads later on. You can get a lot of video views on in the Newsfeed as well as generating leads. So if you want to generate leads for your local business, whether you're a real estate agent, mortgage loan officer, or another local business, Instagram Newsfeed is a phenomenal way for you to get leads on Instagram. You can also take them in through Messenger and do all sorts of stuff in the Instagram Newsfeed. And we'll show you this in just a second. The second placement is Instagram Stories. So you're probably familiar with Instagram Stories as well. Most people are just running their Instagram Newsfeed ads on Instagram Stories. And that's actually a bad idea because you're not necessarily putting a placement that's designed for Instagram Stories, right? You should have a design that is meant for Instagram Stories that makes sense, that you'll get more clicks for your business. And then lastly is actually a new placement that Instagram has, and that is Instagram Explore. So if you're on the Instagram page, you click on one of those photos or videos that you want to see, and then there's another newsfeed. It's the Explore newsfeed. There are actually ads in those news feeds now. So for instance, if you have a health and fitness or a gym and you have somebody exploring those options, you can get highly targeted traffic on the Instagram Explore page, right? So that's a cool placement as well. So those are the 3 placements for Instagram. You've got Instagram Newsfeed, Instagram Stories, and Instagram Explore. So the next thing we want to do is figure out our objective. So why are we running the Instagram ad that we're going to create today, right? So do you want to build your Instagram profile so that you can have more followers? Do you want more leads for your business? Do you want more engagement for your Instagram profile? Or even just growing an audience of people so that you do video views or you do engagement for your posts so that you can retarget more later on? We're going to go over all 3 of those, but first, here are the placements with the objectives. So this will kind of help you make sense of what you can do and what's possible with Instagram. So if you want to do, so first of all, if you want leads for your business, you'll choose lead generation or conversions, right? You can do all 3 on all 3 placements for those. So that's awesome. The second is if you want to grow your Instagram profile, right? So what you'll want to do there is either do traffic to send them to your Instagram profile, right? And I'll show you how to do this later on just using Instagram. It's a cool way for you to do that as well. And then if you want to do engagement or reach or get video views for your business, you can do video views on all three placements. However, Instagram stories is going to be a tough placement for you because it's only 15 seconds and most people are just swiping right through that. So probably the best place is in a feed, or if it makes sense, in Explorer as well. And then if you want more engagement on your Instagram posts, then you can do engagement in the newsfeed or Explorer option as well. The problem with stories is most people don't necessarily do that well, right? I talked a little bit about that earlier. So we're going to go over all three objectives you can use for your business on Instagram ads. The first thing though, we need to connect your Instagram account to your Facebook Ads Manager. So Facebook Ads Manager is going to be the best place for you to run Instagram ads. If you don't want Facebook Ads Manager, skip ahead because I will cover how to do Instagram ads without Facebook Ads Manager. But if you're using Facebook Ads Manager, you need to connect your Instagram account. So this is how you do that. You essentially need a Facebook Business Manager, and this is what that will look like. On the left-hand side, you'll want to go to Business Settings. So Business Settings or Business Settings here, and you will see this page. Right here under Accounts, you'll see all your Facebook pages, all of your ad accounts, and then what we want is your Instagram account. So you'll click on this and you'll see a page just like this. You can see I have 3 different ad accounts here. And then to add a Instagram account, you'll click on Add, and then you'll just sign in with the Instagram account that you want, right? So if you want to use, your real estate business or your mortgage business, you would just sign in with the username and then log in, and then you would follow the prompts from there. So that's how you would connect your Instagram profile to your business manager in Facebook. When you do finally get your Instagram profile connected to your business manager, what you'll need to do is connect assets, right? So originally it'll just be on partners here. What you'll want to do is click on connected assets and then add assets. You can also do this right here. Add assets, and then what you want to do is you want to include your ad account, right? So I'm going to use the test account here. And I can add that here. That way, when you go and create your ads, you can add your Instagram profile. So if somebody clicks on your ad or your profile in the ad, it'll actually go to your profile instead of just going to a Facebook business page, right? Because we're trying to grow our Instagram. So you want this to be connected. Now that we've connected our Instagram profile to our Facebook Ads Manager, to our business manager, we can now run ads to Instagram, which is pretty cool, right? So here are all of your objectives, right? If you're not familiar with Facebook advertising, if we want to go after leads, we'll most likely choose lead generation, which is essentially a form within Facebook or Instagram, right? So if they're scrolling through their Instagram newsfeed, they click on an ad, a form will automatically pop up. You'll enter their name, email, phone number, whatever information that you want to ask, and then they'll click on send, and that is all done through Instagram, which is pretty cool. The other option for our leads is using conversions. So if you have a landing page is just a simple one-page website where they enter their information or they leave, then you can use conversions, right? So the very first campaign we are going to run is for leads. And the easiest way to do that is lead generation. Conversions just take a little bit more practice in terms of setting up the pixels as well as having high converting landing pages. So the easiest way to generate leads for your business on Instagram is lead generation. So we're going to choose that. And in terms of this video, I'm going to show you from a real estate perspective because that's who I help. But this can work for any business, both locally and online. So for this real estate campaign, I'm going to choose housing under the special ads category. We are going to choose lead generation. I am going to turn on CBO, which is campaign budget optimization. I'm going to start at $15 per day, and I'm just going to choose example here. and then I'm going to click on continue. So in the ad set, this is where we are going to choose our targeting as well as our placement, where we want to place our ads. So for this, I would just put, Frisco. And then if you want to put the placement here, you would do like Instagram news feeds. This is what I would do, right? And then scrolling down here is where we are going to choose our audience. So we're going to choose Frisco, Texas. If you're not familiar with the new targeting changes, we can only do a 15-mile radius minimum, even if you drop a pin. There is no changing that as of right now. So 15 miles of Frisco, Texas. I only speak English, so I do come in here and do that. And then you can choose demographics. I've shown this in the past. If you want videos on that, I will link that in the description below. So I'm going to skip that for now just so that we can move right along here. We're going to edit placements here for Instagram. I'm just going to click here so that Instagram is chosen. It is going to say Instagram feed, Instagram Explore, as well as Instagram stories. As I mentioned earlier, it's very important that the creative on Instagram is on point, right? So I don't want a box photo on my Instagram feed, Instagram story as well, right? So I want to just stick to the Instagram feed so that everything can look alike. Now I would test this because sometimes you can include all three. You can even include Facebook newsfeed as well as Facebook stories just to see what the costs are. So I would highly recommend doing some testing, but for now, just choose Instagram feed and Instagram Explore, and you don't have to mess with any of this. We're going to click on continue. And this is where we are going to choose our ad, right? So in our ad name, we're just going to use a listing because it's the easiest. Right here is where you would choose your Instagram account. So earlier I showed you to connect your Instagram account. That's where you will connect your Instagram account. Choose the account you want. You can also choose a Facebook page, but again, we're trying to grow our Instagram. So click on the Instagram profile, and then here you can choose your media. Make sure that your image or video is really good, right? Instagram is a visual platform. So if you do not have good images or videos of your listings or of the campaign that you want to promote, you're probably not going to get good engagement and good clicks and good leads for your ad. So make sure whatever you're using, whether it's an image or a video, is really good. We're going to choose image here, and we're just going to come in here and choose the first house that we see. So we're going to choose that one. And then on Instagram, they're going to see the house or video or the picture first, right? And then they're going to see the description. That's different from Facebook. So we have to think about that a little bit differently, right? So we can say, hashtag new listing in your area, right? So Frisco. And then I would just keep this very, very simple, right? So 3 beds, 2.5 baths, 2-car garage. And then I would say tap learn more above, because right here we're going to have this say learn more, right? Tap learn more above to get more price, photos, and location. Tap learn more above to get price, get more photos, price, and location, right? So that's so much different than Facebook, right? Because it's really tap more, learn more below on Facebook, but tap learn more above. You would be surprised how much of a difference that makes in your cost. Your call to action has to be very specific. So if you have a call to action that says click learn more above on Instagram, then you're going to get a little bit more clicks, right? If you're using both Facebook and Instagram in the same ad and you have click learn more below, that's going to make no sense on Instagram, right? So you have to make sure that your copy makes sense, right? And then I would just keep it at that. Click on learn more. And then from here, we can choose our lead form. So lead generation is a lead form, like I mentioned earlier. And you're just going to use this, right? Get instant access to more photos, price, and location by providing your first name, last name, email, phone number. They click on submit. This is exactly what it looks like in their Instagram feed. If they click on submit, they'll see this page. Send the property info, get instant access by clicking the button below. Just include your website there, right? I have more videos on how to create lead forms in the description below. So that is how to generate leads on Instagram. The next ad we want to create is to grow your Instagram profile. So in Facebook Ads Manager, we are going to choose traffic as our objective because we are going to have a post that's really informative for your audience, and the call to action is, hey, go to my profile, right? So click on traffic here, and we are going to name this IG Growth Sample, and then click on Campaign Budget Optimization. We're going to stick to $15 budget. Click on Continue. Here in the ad set, we are going to choose our audience. So let's say you're in online marketing, or you have an online business of some sort, right? So we're going to stick with the US and do interests, right? I would call this something specific to the interests you are running towards. The other option is if you have a good audience size in your Instagram profile, you have quite a bit of followers, meaning like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 followers, then you can actually create a lookalike audience from your current followers, right? So you would essentially upload a custom audience of people who have engaged with your Instagram profile or who are followers of your Instagram, and then you would create a lookalike audience based around that audience, right? I will link in one of the cards and in the description a video on how to go and create those custom audiences. But for this video, we're just going to go and target everybody in the United States. So people who live in the US, we're going to choose people 23 and above. We're going to choose 55. So let's say you are an online marketer. You want to go and target people who are interested in internet marketing, right? So you would go and choose people like Amy Porterfield, Frank Kern, right? And then you can kind of see what the suggestions are from there. You got Gary Vaynerchuk, you've got Grant Cardone, you got Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, you got Mike Dilliard, you got Rich Dad Poor Dad. So you have all of these options, right? You have digital marketing in general, Brendon Burchard, Seth Godin, all of those options at your disposal. You can even go in, if you're not in digital marketing and you have an online fitness business, you can do like Weight Watchers, right? And just see where that goes, right? You can do MyFitnessPal, Jenny Craig, Diet Food. You can see all of the targeting options here. I'm not going to go too much in depth on this. And then in the placements, we want to edit that, and we want to just use Instagram, right? And for this, it depends on what your actual post is. If this is a video, then you would just do Instagram feed and Instagram Explore. For Instagram stories, if you have a really engaging video and you think you can get them to watch more than 15 seconds, you could also have it on Instagram stories. Just make sure the formatting looks good, right? So for this video, we're just going to stick, for this ad, we're going to stick with all three. Here, you don't need to worry about that. Just click on continue. So this is actually where we are going to generate our ad, right? So we're going to name this IG Growth. Let's say this is a video. We can come in here, choose that. We have our Instagram page that we want to grow. We also need the link for our Instagram page. So this is really actually pretty simple. You're just going to choose instagram.com/your username, right? So when they go and they go here and they click on that, they're going to go to your actual Instagram profile, right? So if they're on Instagram, it's just going to redirect them to your profile page, just like this, right? For the video, you're just going to come in here and choose Add Video. Let's see if I can go find... Right, so like this would be how to go and target sellers with Facebook ads. If this is really informative, this is exactly what that would look like. My call to action is, hey, if you want to target more sellers with Facebook ads, then click on the Learn More button above and connect with my Instagram profile, right? Super simple. If you want more information on that, make sure that you follow me and blah, 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 right? So that's exactly what this would look like. So that is how to create a Instagram ad to promote your Instagram profile and to grow your Instagram profile. The key here is to create engaging content that people you would like to follow you like, right? So make sure you have content based around your ideal followers And that is as simple as the ad gets. And the last ad I'm going to show you within Facebook here is actually for engagement. So getting people to like on your post, to get people to comment on your posts, and to get as much engagement and video views as possible. So we're going to choose engagement. The other option is to include video views. So if you have a really good engaging video, you can create a pretty big audience based around that. So video views is definitely an option, but I'm going to show you engagement here. So that's people that will comment, they'll share your stuff, they'll like your stuff, all of that jazz. So we're going to call this IG engagement. Again, campaign budget optimization, stick around $15. We're going to click on continue. From here, we can choose our audience. I'm not going to go through any of this because I've already shown you that in the past. I just want to go straight to the ad. You do want post engagement and edit placements. So we just want Instagram, right? So we're going to choose Instagram feed, Instagram Explorer, and click on continue. From here, what we'll do is create an ad. So if you have an existing post, you can go and do that on Instagram, right? So you can come in here and choose one of these posts, click on continue. If you want to just increase the engagement that you have, I would highly recommend using that already, because you'll already have all of these likes, all of these comments as social proof, so that when it is an ad, people will already see that, which is pretty cool, right? So I would just go ahead and do that. Obviously, this is more of a personal profile for me right now, so kind of a cute picture, right? But essentially, if this is a video, you would want this to be engaging for your audience. If this is engaging for your audience, that's awesome. But also just having a really good video for that would work really well. And then from here, you'll just confirm and your ad is placed. So that is engagement ad on Instagram. And last but not least, I want to show you how to run Instagram ads without Facebook. So if you're not into Facebook and you don't want a Facebook account, don't want a Facebook ad account, that's cool. You can also run ads on Instagram. So here is, I'm going to throw this up on the screen somewhere. So here's kind of an overview. You'll click on promotions on your profile, click on promote or create promotion. And then from there, you can choose a Facebook or a Instagram post you've already created, right? You can scroll through there and choose one that you have. Click on the one that you want. Make sure, unlike me, that you have your Facebook login, because it does use Facebook in a way, right? You still have to have a Facebook account because all ads are run from Facebook anyway. So you'll just need to connect a Facebook account. You can create a dummy account on there, right? Just make sure that you've got that. Here are your options for the destination. You can send them to your profile, to a website, or in through Instagram direct messages. You can go and edit that website. That is the website that you'll have there. And then your audience, what's really cool is this is essentially like a lookalike audience of people who follow you, right? So your automatic, that's actually really cool and something that you don't have to go and create. So if you're super new, that's a good option for you. And then just choose your ad spend. I would recommend doing a $15 daily budget to start and put it for 30 days and just see what happens, right? And then boom, you have your Instagram ad without ever going into Facebook Ads Manager. Alrighty guys, so that is Instagram ads. If you are brand new to Instagram advertising, showed you ways to create ads within Ads Manager as well as without Facebook Ads Manager to grow your profile, to get leads, and to get more engagement on your Instagram. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. I respond to every single comment. I'm happy to help. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe. Click the subscribe button below. I've got a lot of cool content coming, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.